to today's video. Okay, so what I am going to be sharing and hopefully doing some channeling in as I am here is about what I'm calling, which just came to me. This is like project number 44. Building the Queendom of Synarchy. Building the Queendom of Synarchy. And to tell you the truth, this is my life's work. Okay, so and how this is all really coming together for me is through happiness, through joy, through abundance, through just really after my big, huge third eye opening, everything has been falling into place super fast. Okay? I always knew that I had a block in my third eye, but I also knew I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to step into this, right? And as I'm here, ready, even though I thought I was ready multiple times before, I am continually being able to do timeline work in the sense of, hey, forgive yourself here because you weren't ready, okay? You're ready now, and we're going to make it up to the you then and there that might not have been as happy doing the things that you were doing, but because you are in the reward of all of the work that you have done up until this point, we're gonna just go back and love on any age, any moment, any timeline that comes up for you. We're gonna love on it and honor it, and what that does then, it creates an even more compound effect, because now I'm able to do timeline work with who I am now, and that happens like this. That happens with one thought. Boom, boom. Timelines. Whew. Okay, and so so that is what is continually opening up and occurring for me. So of course I'm going to be bringing some third eye opening, whether that's a master class or something. I don't know. We're gonna bring it. Okay, don't worry. We're bringing the third eye. Okay, but when it comes to the number 44, where does this come from? Well, this comes from the gene key number 44. So first I'm going to share this with you. So the gene key, yeah. Oh my God. Okay. Anyways, so the 44th gene key is about karmic relationships, okay? The city, which is the essence, which is the divine, is synarchy. Okay, so that's what we're gonna work towards with our gift of teamwork. All right, and the shadow that is going to come up is going to be interference, so the programming partner is the 24th gene key, which of course then I have the 24th gene key in my holographic profile, in my hologenetic profile, okay? So I think keeps getting down there, and how much detail you can really work on yourself. And the physiology of this is the immune system, and the codon ring is the ring of Illuminati. And so with this being said, I'm going to go to this. And what this is it is my profile. This is my full profile. My hologenetic profile, okay, through the gene keys. And this is free. And so at the top, it says my life's work. And on this side of the profile is the things that I'm going to be behaving in, I'm going to be doing. These are my visible gifts. On this other side are my hidden gifts, right? And so of course I'm working on those as well, which no matter what, I'm working on all of them all the time. But just because this is in my profile doesn't mean that, like, this is one thing that I really want to educate the world on about the gene keys is, yes, you have your own profile, but you also have every single other gene in your body. And so just because you have a certain gene in your profile doesn't necessarily mean you're going to work on that gene in that gene. You might be working on one of your genes within the 44th gene key. Okay? And so just think that, like, unlocking codes, right, takes some digging, takes some work, takes a little of this and a little of this and a little of this and a little of this, and then you have unlocked the code. And what was so beautiful for me was one of my first experiences with the gene keys was when this happened for me. There are definitely some that you're going to relate a lot more to. It just all needs to be a knowing. It just all needs to be whatever comes to you is exactly what is supposed to come to you in that moment. Okay, so that's just a little bit about that portion of the Project 44. Okay, so I'm gonna get into some of the details of, like, why I'm going this way with this concept, and I took some notes here. Okay, so again, it's the karmic relationships, and when it comes to moving away from the chaos that we are in, your answers are within your relationships. And your answers within your relationships actually look like fractals. And so it's, if you know sacred geometry, they're fractals. And the closer and closer you look is the more patterning. So it's patterning. So that's what the fractal is. And then it's the human makeup and the human behavior and how we interact as well, right? So there's multiple different facets, like fractals, okay? And so there's definitely other gene keys that work with the fractals, and this one specifically, though, is about the Synarchy, okay? So, it needs to start from the bottom up, in the sense that, yes, teamwork, right? That is the gift, but where the interference comes in is the ancestral baggage that's in your fractal makeup from the ancestral past, quote unquote karmic relationships, okay? And so that's what is going to interfere. So you can't skip the ancestral work. And in the 44th Gene Key, they talk about the couple who is doing this type of work, who's really owning and working intently and diligently on their fractal lines and the ancestral karmic baggage, okay? And because this is part of my 44th Gene Key, and what was sent to me today was like, holy crap, there is so much that we can be working on a completely different level that we have no idea that what we're doing every single day is contributing to something actually super duper specific, which is, again, the patterning, the fractal lines. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is something that me and my husband are working on. This is something that is opening up extremely for us. And it's not even that we're working on it on this like human conscious level. It's something we've set out to do together, to shift and change consciousness. And that's fun. That is fun. Okay? So there's no doing. There's no doing that we need to go do together. It's all about being and how are you treating people and how are you living life? That's it. Okay? And then, of course, understanding when interferences come up. Karmic past. And I know you've heard this before, is like you will continually repeat the same patterns over and over again until, and with people, until the lesson has been learned. Okay? And, okay, I just know that there's something else that's part of this that, okay. So, now, we get to start to look at our own fractal lines. And just because I have the 44th Gene Key, and this is really part of like who I am at a super strong level, this is part of my golden path, how we sense our relationships is through smell. And it's not even necessarily just through smell, but it's through the nose. It's through the smell of every single cell of our body and our immune system. So this is how I'm finding my people. And I instantly know. I instantly can read someone, not someone like I'm dissecting who these people are and what their lines are and things like that. I know who this person is or is not part of my fractal line. I don't have to think about it. I just know it. And then I allow whatever to happen, happen. Okay, that is the thing with working on this type of energy level. Oh, awareness. Okay, now I'm going to go live my life and let things fall into place. And so that is super, that is absolute, everyone knows, if you know me very well, my nose is so sensitive, and I love it because like the second my husband gets close to me and he didn't wear deodorant, which is barely ever, I'm like, oh my God, hi. And he's just like, what the hell is the matter with you? And I'm like, and it just is, it's a full body experience, right? And so it's not just him that I'm doing that with, I'm doing that with other people. And it means nothing about the other person or anything like that. It just means, what is my path? This is what allows me to do what I need to do with the karmic relationships. I can hurry up and find them. Okay, I don't gotta waste my time with a whole bunch of interferences of people who are not part of my fractal line. Okay? And so in the sense of the shadow, the interference patterns that are transferred through your DNA must be resolved in order for a fractal to be cleaned. Okay? And that is going to start at the bottom level, which is the individual. And so in every shadow, we have a repressive nature and a reactive nature. And the repressive nature, and you can have both of these. You could be stronger in one than the other, and you can just be super strong in both, or you can just have a little subtle of them. But the repressive nature is distrustful. The reactive nature is misjudging. Okay? And so what that would look like then would be the interference of the shadow into like my true sense. Because of the shadow of my karmic relationships, I have distrust as I suppress things, repress it. And when I react, I misjudge. Callie. I drew 2 Callie cards out of my Divine Feminine today. So I'm like, okay, we're going to go with you, girlfriend. And so what happens then, now you know this. Oh, okay. I get it now. I get how the shadow works in the sense of, you want to work on synarchy? Like, screw, like, if you want to work on any sort of patriarchy or hierarchy or anything like that, it looks like synarchy. Okay? There's synergy and things like that too, but this is synarchy. And so it explains in this about the synarchy is the coming of the queendom, and it discusses how the bees, how they are in perfect sync, even though there's the queen bee, there is no one more or less. It's like, oh, okay. And this is also part of me as being a projector in my human design. And human design is going to match up very closely with this, because this is more detail of my personal human design, all the way down to my each and every DNA. So, as the universe awakens, the interference is gradually cleared and the synarchy that lies beneath emerges. But I just want to hit on something. Oh, okay. So there are an infinite number of core fractals, 144,000 to be precise, and this is what they are saying is part of the fifth dimension, okay? Is the 144,000. Which is why this number has long been associated with the secret society of beings whose role is to awaken the planet. Okay? One final revelation concerning the Synarchy is that it has existed since the dawn of time. It is simply distorted by an interference pattern that has also always been there since the beginning. The distortion or sacred wound is literally wound around the arms of every single fractal line. It is the reason for human suffering, but it is also the reason for what we call evolution. As the universe awakens, the interference is gradually cleared, and Synarchy that lies beneath in all of our myths of the golden age, or the future of the paradise of heaven on earth, which is my membership. Okay? Okay, now it's all coming together for you, right? And so it is written into our destiny to realize the Synarchy nature of our species, although the greatest irony of all is that by the time it arrives, we as individuals will have disappeared. Okay, that's really depressing. But it's not. It's just like, oh my God, this is so fun. It is so fun because it's not about the end. It's not necessarily about reaching the city. It's the working towards it, right? Because once you're there, like just like a goal, once you're there, it dissipates. It means nothing anymore. Okay? But what do you need? You need a drive. You need a direction. You need a destination, quote unquote, in order to get your ass moving, in order to evolve as a human. So, it's very critical to comprehend that there are certain things you just have to do every single day, because you're here and you're human. That might not have any destination in mind, but it's really truly the destination itself, that you get to do these things every single day. Like wake up in a warm bed. Oh my God, I have arrived. I'm laid in my warm bed. Oh my God, I get to go to sleep. I am safe. I've arrived. Wow. This is amazing. Interference comes in. Sweet. I've arrived. I get to work on the shadow. I've arrived. And how we are going to be able to do this through my fractal lines, and obviously your fractal lines if you want to come along with me. Anything that we do together as our fractal lines are like octopus arms. It's going to be amazing. It is going to be amazing. And so, all right, we got the whole project down, at least the 44. The part is creating something with the team. And what that something is the individual, beginning at the individual. That's what it comes down to. And what the download that I personally got with this was by working in correlation with working the root chakra up using Kundalini and Shakti. The Shakti power force, the divine feminine energy within us, which is also the Shiva. But we'll get there, okay? And so I mean, like, how fun is this? What is the Queendom? And this has been downloading in me for quite a while, because there are 2 songs that just really, oh my God, this really sounds like the theme song for my membership. Okay? And so, yes, I have my membership, but my specific mission is project number 44, which is building the Queendom of Synarchy. That is what this Brooke in this human body is here to do. And what that's going to look like is it's going to look like multiple projects, master classes, teachings, trainings, that all have to do with building the individual. You get to do you. Okay? Self-led, self-discovery, self. In every form that you get to go to, dealing with your karmic, ancestral interferences that are coming up, because they're coming up for everybody right now, and we get to work on this as a whole. Right? And when we work on something as a whole, that's when we get to that 144,000 core fractal lines. Okay? Okay, so just searching. Oh God. And here's the thing, I'm questioning it. So maybe I don't share it yet. Until I'm like hell yeah, I'm not gonna share it yet. Some people know this about me and about me as a Syrian starseed, and me as some of the things that have occurred along the lines of time for me that brought me to this place. And I guess when I'm ready, I will share, even though I really, really want to share. I'm not feeling like it is that important right now. Not in the sense of building a queendom anyways. Okay? I don't know. Maybe if we get connected enough, then I'll share with you, because my close people are like, holy shit. Like, you must be like going crazy right now. Oh my God, I can't believe this. Like, I know, can you believe it? No, I can't either, but this is what makes what I get to do so fun. This is what I'm here to do, and I am just in such deep gratitude. And so as I am working on this, I am continually going inside, going inside, going inside. And I had some crazy experiences last night working with this giant body now. Like I'm like, oh, I'm freaking climbing ladders and shit, and it's very, very fun, because every time I would wake up last night, I'm like, oh my god, this is so fun. Okay, I'll go back to sleep. But, okay, all right, so you ready to party? You ready to party? Get ready to start to step into working that root chakra. You want to work the third eye. We got to work the root up, okay? That starts with you, the individual. That starts with you, the individual. Right there at the root. And this, we are bringing in the divine feminine energy. Okay, I'm all good. Like, I'm very, very, I know what it means to be balanced. Okay, I've been blessed with that. But I also know what it's going to take, especially coming from the 3D world, the masculine energy, the reptilian brain, what it's going to take to really help as a team of a collective to move forward, just to live life together while we do this work, is going to take you being the sexiest, most sensual, flowing energy woman, femininity, as you are meant for. Because not everybody's super duper, but don't allow yourself to lie to yourself either. Start by doing some ecstatic dancing, which is where the Project 44 is going to start, is going to be moving the body in a very sensual way. All right, bye.